over in Armor Reforgers, you guys can see this is the main screen to Reforger. But if you ever download mods, don't do it straight through multiplayer, where you go in and do that. If you have updates, you want to come up here to the thing where it says updates and update it this way. It will download the update faster, but also go to multiplayer and go over to the server you want to join. For instance, if I go to favorites, which for some reason bugged out, there we go. You can see we got Rostov, Glenwood, Saharvia, New Everon, Rua, and Rahalia. I don't remember ever adding this one, so I think they changed the map on it, which is weird. Or somehow my cousin, I guess, signed into me and done that, but oh well. For instance, when you hover over a world, see where it says details at the bottom right with the pad? Okay, if I click that, it will bring up the server list to, well, not server list, but the server mods list to tell you what each mod is on the server. You would then take this, you can write it down on pen and pad, use a notepad on your phone or whatever, write these down, and you can see the version that it is. So you can say like WCS underscore AH-6M for that one, and then you would look over and see that it's 6.0.17. That way you can line the mod name with the version number together to make sure it's the same one, right? And you can also write down that it's, for instance, we said the WCS AH-6M. We can say it's 375.9 megabytes. So you can write down that next to it to make sure not only does the version number match, but the file size matches. From that, what we are going to do is go into Workshop, and you're going to click to download everything through here. You're going to search it up. Start the downloads, make sure you get the dependencies, everything needed. From there, you can actually watch it happen up here. And if you're not setting into the multiplayer section, you'll download the mods a little faster, okay? So just wanted to point that out. That's how you can do that. It takes a little more time to select the mods and start the downloads for them, but once you get them started, they will download a little faster that way than actually trying to come in, go over to whatever server, and then clicking on it and hoping for it to download. All right? Because when you do it this way, I'm going to join Insta here, but it'll try to join and then tell you to download, and then you have to stay in that for it to download and auto join the server. So it's going to persistently set you in the queue to join after the mod downloads. So it's already trying to constantly reconnect you until the mod downloads. And that's why the download goes a little slower on console. So just make sure you download it through the original way, not that way, and the mods won't take as long to download. Just wanted to point that out. But if you try joining a server, do remember...
Makes sense.
Yeah, do remember that it will cancel your downloads while you're playing on a server. So you do have to kind of let it set in the background still a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and join NATO here and plop into any group and pop in. Boop. Now, for anyone that might be new, I will show a couple features here with this game that you guys may or may not know. People that played for a minute might not even know about some of the stuff. But I love modded servers for one reason. Let's hit the road just to make sure I don't get stuck in a building, because Lord knows my cousin already has, because we have to wait for everything to load in. And at one point, he was running around thinking, oh, it'll be safe. And he went inside one of these packages without knowing it, because when it's not there, you can just walk right through it. And then it rendered it in, and then he was stuck in a package. He literally had to pause, suicide, and respawn again. So do just make sure you get on the road or somewhere you know an object's not going to be placed 90% of the time. And then you won't have a lot of issues. So you can see the radios do work. They do work on console. I joined already being in a party, so mine might break, which means I'd have to close app, restart the stream, and launch it without being in a party before starting one to fix it. That dude's mic is horrible. But anyways, when you do your arsenal, there is ways you can edit your arsenal and make it really, really cool. I am in like full kit here. As you can see, I got the HK, the M405, the MK14, and the that, which I don't think has everything added to each one, so I have to go through and actually do everything correctly. But if I do the M40A5, you will see now when I do this, it will be the suppressed sniper. And I put the good scope on this one, so it has this with a really clean version of the scope. If you want to see how to edit your weapons, it's actually very easy. Let's go grab a weapon that I might not have edited already. So we're going to do the MK14 mod 1 here. And then retap triangle, and you'll notice we have the MK14 EBR. The only downside, well, I do want to get a better scope on this than the Arrow, which, by the way, is a good scope. But when you're playing on WCS servers, one thing I disagree with that they done for balancing is you can't save weapons or loadouts with suppressors. I find that to be kind of stupid. No offense, I do. It's not like the suppressor is so OP that it's game breaking. Okay, yeah, I can spawn in, run to a base, and click, 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 click. But you got to remember, a suppressor is not a silencer. The gun is not totally silent, meaning even 200 meters, you fire a suppressed weapon, there's still a that people is going to hear. They're going to hear the sound, try to look in the direction, and find you. It's not fully quiet. Now, if you can put it on a gun that's really OP, as in you stand really far out and still one-shot people, I see that being an issue. But something like the MK14 EBR that has a little bit of recoil, doesn't really completely shoot distances perfectly, it's not broken. Okay? What actually is broken is right now one of the best weapons in the game. You can actually get a suppressor on it, and it comes already pre-suppressed. You know, the intervention, the M200 intervention here. Yeah, this thing is basically broken, and it gets a suppressor. So if they were actually trying to balance out the game, through the mods, you would think they would remove suppressors off that and allow, like, suppressors on any one of these, right? Which is not super broken compared to the M200. The intervention, pretty much. We'll just call it intervention. So they didn't really fully think about stuff like that. But you can go through, pick out a weapon. After you pick out a weapon, make sure you delete this, and then come over, choose the weapon, click on that spot to put the weapon into it. Then when you got this screen going where you had this, maybe put the weapon, make sure you press circle again, so that way you can reselect like this, come down to your EBR, whatever weapon, click your look button in. I don't know what it is on PC, but it's your look button on console. You're going to get this new menu to pop up where you can come in, select the different ammo types, especially if there's full metal jacket, armor piercing, whatever. Then you're going to come down to where it says at the bottom, where it says magazine down there, and you can go to your optics, and then you can scroll through your optics to figure out what optic you kind of want. The one I'm running is, I believe it is this one, which is the Trijicon ACOG TA31 4x32 millimeter red chevron with Aromar dash black. Okay, which gives us the arrow. It looks really cool, but you can actually scroll over, and we are going to want to go all the way to the right and then go left very slowly. Someone's mic needs to be fixed, but there is this optic right here, which is actually a really good optic. Again, it'll have some of the clear red dots, but you can also use this one, the Schematic Bender. This one's probably the best one out of all of them if you're going to be sniping with a DMR, because you get the really good actual reticle in the long scope, but you also get the red dot zooms out a little bit and it's not as bright, so it's easier to aim with it. So if you do want to have a better optic for the longer ranges, you can use this. And to show you that, if I put it on there, turn off the night vision, because for some reason you still do that, you can see it is this optic here where it has the really good placement. You are able to zoom in and out with it pretty quickly. But you get this red dot, which you notice is not super zoomed in. It's not trying to pull the red dot up to your face and make it literally blow everything up like a freaking 5.0 red dot or something. It's actually a red dot. So that's why I actually love this scope here. And you can see we can do that. And then I can actually set this, like I can save it. So under the weapons table, we scroll down and we are using the MK14, which is slot 3. So we just go save, loadout slot 3. Boom, we saved it. Um, and to show you cannot save with suppressors, which I find to be very stupid, let's try to throw a suppressor on this, shall we? So if we go to the magazine section, scroll over to where the suppressor would be, which is under suppressors, very last page. I could choose any suppressor on this page, but for now we'll do this one, right? Maybe we like the look of this one or, like any of these other ones, but let's say I like to this one. So now if after I do that and I leave and I try to save with a suppressor, guess what happens? Top right there, loadout cannot be saved because your rank is sufficient or for one or more items, which by the way, my rank is not able to be doing this. It's because they blacklisted suppressors from being saved. Now, there is a loophole around this, okay? And I do mean a loophole. There is a loophole for this, but it's not on weapons like this. If you want a suppressor on your weapon to automatically be saved, is this one of the ones that come with it? Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, no. This is one of my other DMRs, which actually has this. Let's go down. We're going to grab the... Okay, so done that one. We done... Is it this one? Nope, that's the actual legit sniper. I might not have an actual other one. Whoops. Right here. As you can see, this has a suppressor on it. We do this. See? So the Surfire Warden Black. Okay? So to show that we can get suppressors on this, we're just going to take a quick little look. Optional. Not optional. Arsenal. And we're going to do this. Now, the Surfire Warden Black is going to be under the suppressor section, or technically here. Let's see if that actually is a suppressor. It could just be a flash hider right here. So, yes, it is a suppressor. You can see we do have a suppressor. It is saved. I can load with it. And that is because if you go into the arsenal, we go find the weapon we want. You're going to notice some of these weapons, like the Honey Badger, will come pre-suppressed, meaning like there's already a suppressor attached to it. The ones that already have a suppressor, for instance, if I find one in here I like the look of, or even I could use the M16 just to show you, but I was hoping to find a really cool version of a weapon. For instance, like the Dom 4A1 here, which is the basically M4A1. I could use it with any of those. This one is the one we're technically already using, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So we'll actually go use the Dom for... Whoops, gotta go forwards now. Okay, so we actually going to look for the Dom for whatever. Boop, which was somewhere around here, right here. So I can grab this. I need to delete this, come back over here, and go back to go find that. Because I forgot to delete it. Or God dang, dude. I love how this is kind of oofed sometimes in doing this. So do be mindful. Every time you click R1 to go over, it does that. But there we go. Boom. So you can see now we have a suppressor on an M4. So if I pull it out, you can see it is suppressed. Okay. I can go and edit this to have whatever other attachments I want it to have. So if I come back in here, we can do this, take a look around, see if there's any armor piercing or whatever AP rounds. So we'd actually have to read to see if any of these actually say armor piercing, like this one. So I can click on that. Then we come down, go to optics, scroll all the way to the right. Boop, 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 boop. Because we want one of the really good versions of sights. So technically we could use this one right here. Okay, which is the red chevron. So we get the check, like, the Rainbow Six Siege look to it. Because let's say we wanted that. Then we're going to go ahead and do a rail cover so we don't have the flashlight. Underbarrel, optics, not going to worry about any of those. This, we are going to go ahead and do a rail cover just to make sure we're not having a flashlight that can turn on whenever we're like running around. Same with every section here that has a chance at that. We will use a bipod, and we are going to not touch the suppressor. Okay, so you can see it comes with the suppressor. We added a bipod, done everything else to it. Now, if we go down through here, we were doing that under the DOM 18, I believe. So technically save loadout 4. And you can see we saved. It didn't give us an error. And now I have this, which is loaded in the proper ammo type. You can see we have like this. It looks pretty cool. We are going to want to open our inventory because we want to go to our backpack and we're going to be getting rid of this, which is the non armor piercing rounds. So we're just going to be dropping these out. Same with like, if we want the pistol sight, we can have it, but I'm thinking of just like dropping this out. Okay, so we don't have the pistol sight no more. I like the look to that. We got the ammo, which by the way, this is the non armor piercing rounds, which I think the other day we found that it can have armor piercing. So we're just going to flip that out. This right here is non armor piercing. And we're just making sure we're keeping every bit of this armor piercing. Okay. Boop. We're going to come over here. As you can see, we should have our armor piercing mag into this. We might not. We do. We're going to actually go to ammo. And under the ammo, we're going to scroll till we find the ammo that fits into the M4 that we have. And we have some funny shit going on right now, but it's fine. Because I'm going to find the armor piercing cartridges, which I think is this one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to make 110% sure. I think it'll only show the ammo types. Oh, no, it won't. Okay. I actually do need to figure out which ammo one, but I think it is this one. So the armor piercing. And then we're going to press square, 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 square. Grab up a good little bit here. Okay, so we can actually get a good amount of these mags to make sure. So we got 15. I actually want to kind of get rid of a couple of that one. Rid of this. And then we're going to pop into the mags. And now we got to find our pistol mags, which, by the way, you can actually just go to the pistols for. But we are going to be looking for the Glock 19, I think. Make sure we are using the Glock 19. Hold on. Nope, we're using the SIG P226, which we'll just go pistols for and take a look, because that's the Glock 19 mag, I think. By 19 mag, 9x19 mag, armor piercing mag. This actually might fit into that, but it might not. No, that's P226. Okay, so they actually will say P226. And here's the armor piercing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8. And then we can go back. And then we want to go down. And we are going to save loadout 4. And then now we have our armor piercing mags for both the pistol and the other one, which we'll go ahead and show you guys that it's the armor piercing right quick. So if we come in here, you can see it is loaded with the full suppressed pistol SIG combined with 9mm. Alrighty, if we do this, you can see it is out of the 8 mags here, which is this one, which is the armor piercing. We're just going to do that and make sure we look at this and make sure we get rid of the non-armor piercing. So yeah, it was armor piercing anyway, so we're good. Same over here. We have our armor piercing rounds. And we're good to go. So we have our armor piercing. We can shoot through helis, all different types of stuff, and run around. So that's how you edit your guns. To do your night vision and everything for the arsenal, or where even like how you see I got a mask, I got some glasses, got some night vision. When you throw a helmet on, make sure it actually does accept the night vision, and then from there you just throw on the extra stuff straight directly into the helmet slot, and then it'll actually put it on. All right, now that we've done that, I do want to go into Arsenal and see if there's anything we missed. So we have that, we have that, we have that. We have that. We do have that. Okay, I already see one thing missing, which I think I have to go to... I do. Over here to get. Open Arsenal. We're going to go to the Grenades tab. And we are actually missing smoke grenades. Okay, so now I can do this. And then we just requisition. So we're going to do up to about 5 of each, as you can see. Boom. And then now we can actually go down, save loadout 4. And it saved. Same here, go down, save loadout 4. Boom. Make sure everything is completely saved to loadout 4. Now when we hold this, we can actually go to smoke grenades, go to grenades, we can pull the walkie, we can pull this, all of this stuff does come out, so we're good to go. I wonder, can I carry some extra stuff that me and Pombo was talking about the other day? I'm just going to check something right quick because we were talking about doing something with these. So we can do this, and then we want this. I have no room for these, sadly. Okay, do I have room for these? Oh, I do. How many can I grab? Okay, I can only grab one, I believe. One or two. I don't know if the pre-slot already comes with that, but that's fine. Because now I can come down here and save loadout 4. Oh, okay, so I can't save loadout 4 with those. Those cannot be saved with the loady. Me sad. So we're just going to drop those out right quick, just so I can come in and save loadout 4, just to make sure we didn't like break loadout 4. Boom. And then we'll just kind of, whoops, I'm used to that being inventory. Wow. All right, perfect. And that's how you save items with like suppressors. You have to find one that already has a suppressor. And we can go full auto and semi with this one. Although 5.56 is not the best. You kind of want 7.62. But I just wanted to show you guys that you could do that. Yeah, they blacklisted saving with suppressors unless the suppressor is already on the gun. If it's already there, it bypasses it. So there is a bypass. Just figured I'd point that out. Now, is anyone running from main base to actually go anywhere is my question. And I am on Glenwood, by the way, guys. And let's see. If I go to Russia, I just want to see if a certain somebody is on this server right quick. This is how you check to see like player list, by the way. You can scroll through and see. I'm not seeing Razor on here anywhere. On that one. Okay, is Razor over here? Did he join onto this one if he's here? Because there's me. You can see me. No, Razor's not here. Okay, he has not joined this server yet. Or if he has, it was like before me, or he's going to join after me at some point, which when I say before me, it's like 2 hours ago or something. He done like a 2-hour stream and then just like plopped off the game. Right? Or he's on a different server. He could just be on a different server. Bloop. We do have a Discord, so if you guys want to come join it, I will put the Armor Forgers Discord into stream chat in a second. I'm just going to scooch over because I'm going to be joining that Discord. Also, let's see if my mic broke this time. Because if it didn't break, I can show you guys voice chat works. If it did break, then it's going to be oof. So we're going to leave party. Okay, and let's go see if my mic broke. So to do this, you want to do this, do that. So we go to channel 2, which is the super long range. That way, in case I'm holding it, I can tell everyone, hey, what's going on. And there is a radio distance, by the way. That's something I forgot to cover. Like, radios only reach up to a certain distance to where if you're out of radio range, when you hold the button, it'll actually say you're outside the radio range. But let's go see if my mic broke. Right quick in game. Attaboys, mic check, mic check. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
There we go. You can hear? He said, yes, I can. That's good, boys. Thank you. All right. So, pretty much, the mics work, as you see. Mine's not broke. I didn't bug out this time, which there is a chance at bugging, and that's only whenever you load into the game with being in either a party chat or Discord. So you want to make sure you load the game without being in those before. But I'm going to go ahead and pop into the Discord chat now and send you guys the Discord link. So if you guys want to pop in with your voice and say hi, you guys can. All right. So we do this, Armor Forgers PBS, and I'm going to go to Alchemy 1 under NATO. And I do have the different like squads for NATO and Russia, so you'll have to choose. But there we go. We're into this. And when you're in a party, by the way, guys, or on Discord on console, you cannot speak in-game. You'll have to switch to game chat, or you'll have to leave the party in order to speak in-game. Just figured I'd point that out as well for anyone who didn't know that. All right. time to go to Discord. Go get you guys the invite link to this Discord to put into the comment section for you guys, and it's going to read it out loud here in a second, but that's okay. Not going to worry about a survey. Go up and go get the invite link. We'll do it from Pombo. Copy text. Come over to here and join the stream chat right quick so I can actually get you guys that link.
Is that a helicopter over Missouri hours?
Boop. Boom.
I just checked the map and I don't see any.
And then I'm just going to delete off the extra text that is there. Sounds. There you go.
https://discord.gg/sjhzfudmu7 our Discord for the Army Refuger squads.
Do we have any eyes on the mini birds?
There you go.
That guy was saying there was one near Missouri.
You will have to join in, do the react roles to click Russia or NATO, and then you'll be able to join the chats between either or. I wonder if he's going anywhere. You accepting passengers? Oh, okay. Then that's okay. Oh, actually, I can still go with you. If I don't like. Can I just get a ride somewhere? Come on. Come on. You're not gonna let. Yeah. There we go. That's fine. I could be a spotter. Or just making sure someone's flanking, I can shoot them while they're flanking or so. Now, this is like just hoping I can trust this dude's driving, because I really don't know. Reason I'm saying that, he is taking these at like 60 miles per hour, and with sharper curves, I don't know about the handling. Because we might roll the vehicle, ramp it, do some ramp spiral, you never know. Reforger can be fun. But I do want to get a group of people in here that we can actually like roleplay with. So like we're like, oh, let's go take lumber mill or sawmill or whatever, right? And actually tactically play it out, like roll the vehicle up outside the noise range, pop out of the vehicle, and move up as a squad. Like, all right, let's hit this tree line. All right, is it clear? Do we see people? Or call out like Tango, House, Bearing, 100, Northwest, you know, stuff like that. So we actually can get like squads going nicely. Alrighty, it's good riding with you, brother. Oh no, I'm just gonna chill a little bit here. Now, I will say the mechanics of this game is kind of oofed. Alongside with, like, on console, you will see, like, my frames at the top labeled FPS in red right now. That's how much frames per second I have right now. And I'm on a PS5. Mind you, with my optimization set to legit be performance, not visual textures. And I still have horrible frames. So do be mindful of that, guys. Like, Arma Reforger is oofed when it comes to FPS. So they're attacking basically here, which is gas station.
Someone on a motorcycle by my position.
if they're here, they're either going to be laying down somewhere here, or they're going to be up in a building somewhere. Let's actually see where all the friendly troops are right quick. So being here, our friendlies are around, gas station Delaware. If they're going to be anywhere, they're going to be either along this side, pushing in. The reason I know that is because here's their base. Okay. They're going to be coming across this bridge and coming down through here to this bridge and coming in. Or if they got ballsy, they'd come down through here and then come up this way. I doubt they're taking the uber long route, because if they're going here or over here to push in behind me, we'll be by heli. So we'll hear the helicopters. So they're here, probably pushing this bridge, going through house by house to come here. And yes, they're trying to take this already. So we do have an enemy down here somewhere. My bet is they're behind this or over by the main tent there. Alright, let's get across the street. Hopefully we don't get sniped. And yeah, they're by the actual gas station itself. So hopefully I can get a good flank going here. And get close enough to actually take shots onto them and not die. Oh, they're in the houses too. This is gonna be fun, because I think they're here. Alright team, I'm coming over to try and help. Vault. My bet is they're probably somewhere. That's a friendly. The name tag's kind of weird floating in front of him, but I can say 100% certainty that it is a friendly. Enemy is attacking this base, so they're down here. And around that somewhere. Okay, we got friendly here, not being shot at. Right here's the main tent. They'd be near it to cap it. Yep, they're like right there behind this. Alright. I hear the teammate shooting or getting shot at. One of the two. Is that? He's dead. Use this to kind of like get a good little bit of an angle here. And the camo I'm using goes good with the backdrop. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. If it wasn't for that, I would not be standing in a full stance right now, and I'd be finding thicker bushes. Let's see. Anybody on that rooftop back there? No. I'm thinking of... They're probably over there. Or behind this. Okay, let's push. He didn't get shot at, so we're just going to go ahead and push. Right here's where I probably get sniped. My bet is they're probably pushing that, let's be honest. But, nope. They're no longer capping, which is good. And my bet is they're going to be in that barn building there. Alright, let's push up a little bit more. And rotate around. We're going to go far left here and swing up right after. I gotta be careful because they could be... Well, I hear running. Or movement of some kind. Yep, he's above me. I don't know if there's a teammate in this building with me, so hold on. Do the quick little check-see. Okay, I hear him, but that's not the dude I heard originally moving, so we do have an enemy in this building. Time to have some fun. Could be to the right. Okay, left is open, as in closed.
General, you got somebody by you.
We need anti-air on the airport. 2 Cobras doing striking.
Oh, okay, so he isn't doing that.
General, I don't even know how to say your last name.
I know, I'm not they can fucking hear,
I
bro.
got eyes on.
Yeah, and if I talk, they can hear me.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, I do not like this one bit. Sprint straight across. The reason I did that is it's more optimal to do that because I can actually check the staircase. Strafe. I'm just gonna go in.
How the fuck am I supposed to?
Back to me, retard. You can just listen.
Jesus, my team is horribly going at each other's throat.
Like you actually do in the military.
Yeah, and I can't hear if you keep talking, bro. Fuck you.
What are you talking
Okay, I can't hear shit over these guys.
Jesus Christ.
My bet is he's probably one more up above me, but
Jeffrey, fucking annoying.
just gotta go room by room. Make sure he's not directly on the staircase. Good job, teammate. He's probably went to the rooftop as my bit there. If I had to guess, he's probably up there. Still, room by room check. I know we heard somebody in this building, so he's either logged out, combat logging after hearing me going 4x4 trying to push him, or crashed. Guys north of gas station. I love how little my watch is, as you guys can see. Can anyone else read my watch? Because I cannot read that watch. Down right here. Carefully drop down here. I can hear the gunfire from over there, though, so it's probably right here. Also there. Alright, let's push up a little bit. Watch how much we run, because there is a thing that does with the breathing in this game. Just wanted to make sure we're not being looked at immediately there. Okay, and we're going to keep our aim right about here in case someone comes running out of this. Car to my left. If I had to guess, he's on the side window facing gas station from that. Hop over. Right on that side. Alright. Rotate down. Let's go around. Right here's where we need to actually be ready. Oh. There's an enemy over there somewhere. Hold on. I don't like having to be in darker areas, but we'll be fine. Let's actually chill for a second, because we can close this. Close this. That way we get audio cues. Thought I heard like a door or a silo or something open. That could be Russia. Let's find out real quick. And in fact, that is a Russian vehicle. Right there's one. We will, however, go see if we can't kill this vehicle. Is there a driver? You know what? I got a better idea for this. I don't know what happened to my frag grenades, because I should have... Game. Please. Thank you. Thanks for in that building. Oh wait, did I choose Russia this time? Oh, I might be hitting, hold on. So it's the name tag bug. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. And yeah, I did ruin the dude's vehicle. But it was the name tag bug, as in the name tag wasn't popping up, because you can see we had teammates all around it. No issue. He shoots me because my name tag isn't showing for him, same as his wasn't showing for me. Okay. That's what the name tag bug is. Same as like my grenade there for a second quit showing there, which was weird. But brother, what are you? My gun is broke. There we go. What guy is he shooting at? I do not see a guy anywhere here, over there. Is he talking about? Hold on. That? Oh, hold on. I hit him, but I don't know if it was enough to knock him. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that's the ghillie suit. And he's a high rank to get that, or he's a server admin, one of the two. NATO is winning. We are actually winning. Okay. 6-1. So, oh shit, we got a teammate. We got enemies down here. Hence, that dude died. Literally, I was like, I don't see nobody. So I literally just see like a black object just woo right by the screen. He died down here by this.
Like 5 minutes ago, but the fucking Russians have our radios. So one of them was calling out. I have their radios, so.
Alright, let's let my breath kind of come back a little bit. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Dude, I almost shot. I'm not gonna lie, I almost just fucking shot that. Yes. Yeah, I would if the game would actually like let me inventory without having bullshit happen. Gotcha, brother. So I'm gonna let you know you have to hold it till it actually fully gets done. And it also helps if they actually sat still. But he has a whole lot to get done. I do mean a whole lot, so I'm probably gonna be sitting here holding this for a minute. Oh. Hold on, you still got one more. I fixed his legs, I just didn't fix his body, so he's like still fucked. He might not be able to aim correct. I'm 110% sure nobody's in these bushes. What are we aiming at, brother? Oh, they're bringing enemies down here again. Hold on. Hard left, run straight down, and we'll be good to go. We got 6 minutes to hold out. We hold the whole 6 minutes, we actually win. And then the map resets, and so does our player rank. So whatever rank we make it to just kind of goes away. Dear Lord, brother. He's shooting in here.
The Russians are northwest.
Okay, there's a dude here.
Of gas station.
Let's make sure there's nobody else in here. Just make sure you're dead. Was that a guy? Oh yeah, that was a guy. Oh my god, as a teammate. Oh,
One of the highs straight up crashed. Are you fucking serious? Eddie, I hope that wasn't you.
yep, there's a guy here. I thought I heard something.
That's a fucking maneuver kill. I didn't even know.
Oh, there's another one. Fuck me, dude. That or I just got team killed by somebody. It could have been a team kill. Because they probably turned around to shoot this dude and hit me accidentally. It's one of the two. I got wrecked or I got team killed. And I bet I probably got wrecked. But notice how much like leaf foliage was there? I couldn't even see. How the fuck does that man see through all that to see me? Is literally questionable. Especially when I'm literally the same color as everything else around it. Hope you're not still here when I come back, dude, because if I wake up or I come back, you're getting naded. I'm just literally going to grenade this entire tree line after that shit.
That other hind went down after it got hit.
I'm not dead.
Oh shit.
He's still here. He's like right over there. Unless that's a teammate. I can't check the map because I'm down. The only other thing, like, come on, dude. WCS, can we, like, reduce how long people get knocked for? Because this is, like, way too long. Okay, this is, like, way too long to knock somebody out for. Especially if you're going to add bleed to the game. This is way too long. I love how I never even touched double up, and for some reason threw my night vision on. I literally just been sitting here with my right hand just spamming the fuck out of right on the D-pad really quick, which is the inventory button. This is way too long to be knocked out for. Nobody wants to sit and watch this on stream. Nobody even wants to lay here this long. And there's even rules against, like, you know, respawning too often. Hell, suiciding is, like, when you hit respawn here, you get a timer for doing that. I'm not joking. You get a full timer. Oh, who is this on me? Oh, I have a teammate. A teammate or an enemy, one of the two, and I think this might actually be a teammate. But you get the idea, right? I get a timer for hitting respawn. Nobody wants to sit here and look at this for ages, man. No one. Everyone I know, after a certain amount of time... Oh, dude, he got wrecked from basically right in front of me somewhere in this tree line, so the dude is still here. I actually might survive, though. I think he actually patched me up and gave me epinephrine. And hopefully he wasn't doing, like, any medic actions, which means he could have thought, like, the dude was, like, surveillancing out. But nobody wants to sit here through this much fucking time, dude. I even have epinephrine, and look at this. The dude literally injected me with stuff that's supposed to wake my ass up, and I'm not awake. Like, WCS, like, maybe, like, only at top, like, max, like, 60-second fucking, like, knockout timer at max. Oh, the dude's directly on me. Hold on. I need to stop moving. Like, dude, nobody wants to sit here and, like, look at this long, dude. WCS servers, let's actually fix the knockout time period. Should never be this long. I'm half tempted just to pause and, like, literally hit respawn. Get the timer, you know, and actually be right back in the action, not fucking staring at boringness for 10 years, especially for my stream, dude. I'm about to just hit respawn. If it doesn't wake up in the next, like, 10 seconds, I'll hit respawn. Alright. Respawn. Even though technically I'm not supposed to be doing that, fuck WCS for that. I'm gonna have to say that. with all good intentions in mind, nobody's going to want to sit there and lay that long, dude. Nobody's going to sit in a live stream that long to lay there for like 10 fucking years, dude. People want action. That was down right there, by the way. Oh, we win. Debriefing, continue, confirm. I just joined. I didn't really get any kills. But you get the idea, guys. This game, for the development, for the people who make the specific mods, needs to, not be stupid with how they make their server. No offense. Like a 1 minute knockout timer ain't that bad. Okay, if it's just 1 minute, yeah, you can lose blood, and if you get knocked out and you're already low blood, you're gonna die, right? It still has that aspect for balancement. But someone at like the blood level I had, where it bled for way too long, then I had somebody patch me up, give me epinephrine or morphine, and I was still out for like fucking 10 minutes. I had to click respawn just in order to get back into the action is very, very oof, in my opinion. Oh, look at this. I can't actually choose the team I want. Still can't. Still can't. There. Load E4. Make sure that is the loadout that I'm clicking on. So, yes, I mean, they do need a little bit of a fix for that being the reason. And then the next thing is there's two things I disagree with WCS, and I don't know if this is just like Armory Forger or if it's WCS. WCS overall, I'm going to shit in the back of your truck on this one. There. But
I gave up on this server. I found no people anywhere. I looked low.
Oh, dude, I find them. I literally get into good combat occasionally, depending on how many people are in. So there's this server, or hold on, we'll go look at one of the other ones. This is not even my favorite map, and this server is more for the snipers. I'll give it that. Like occasionally you'll have groups that run around and stuff, but a lot of people that play Arma literally are just sniper freaks. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that now. For instance, if I go to even, where is it? Yeah, Glenwood, Rostov. I think this is the one that got changed. That's why. Yeah, it's this now. 1990 Iraq. Dude, this is going to be ridiculous to download. Like, WCS, why did we change the server that I used to play on? Jesus Christ. Hold on. I wonder if it's just bugged. Let me check right quick. Because I already downloaded one of the specific maps that I liked. And I'm hoping they didn't actually get rid of it. Which is this. Anize. Why did they got rid of it? Why? Dude, they got rid of Anize. That's what happened. And it was my favorite map. I'm not gonna lie, it really was. Anize was my favorite map. Why did they get rid of it? It's NA9 now, which is this, which is Brawlhalla instead of NSA. Now I just got to go delete NSA. So workshop, mod manager, and we have Rua, that, blah, blah. I need to go find NSA now. This. Delete. Yes. So I actually got to find the map that is now, the actual mod for that. So we go to favorite. We go down to NA9, which is this. Whoops. I showed their stuff off. I didn't mean to do that, guys. I'm sorry. But anyways, this, which is Iraq 1990 and W.C.S Nato. So Iraq 1990. So if we do this and like that, right? And then we look for 1990, which technically is not even going to show up under here. So we got to look for same thing, Iraq, and then just add 1990 to the end of the name. And is it this one? So there's this one, Rahalia, which is one of the ones needed. So we'll go ahead and hit download to this. And yes, download all. That is perfect. I got it. Because we can go to dependencies and it is this one, which is downloading right now, which is great. All right. Now we can actually go back and you're going to see at the top up here, this, Iraq 1990. And now look at that download speed. So you can see it says 1 megabytes per second, but it will literally like alter. It'll go down to like way lower, go to 1 megabyte, as you can see, 800. So it will falter between it. But look at the download speed now compared to what you guys are seeing over if you do it the other way. So that's another reason I'm sitting here telling you guys this. It's still going to take a good little bit because, again, it's kilobytes. It's not downloading megabytes. It's downloading kilobytes, which is horrible. Their PlayStation and Arma Reforger for literally making download speeds kilobytes and not a megabyte. Like, the highest it could be is like what? We'll say 10 megabytes. At the lowest should have been 1 megabyte. It should never go below 1 megabyte download speed. Love coffee. But yeah, you can see it is a little bit faster this way. Kind of just wanted to point that out a little bit. Because I'm going to download this one this way, which is the main map. And then what I'm going to do is go into the server one and go to download the other one through the server, which, by the way, is the smaller version of this. And you're going to see that the download speed is going to be quick, but it's a little slower. I say quick for the fact of it is a very small mod. So it'll be actually pretty quick, even with only kilobytes download speed. But you're going to notice like that bar doesn't move as fast, if that makes sense. This is still going to take like what? It is we'll say 1.5 gigabytes, right? For Iraq 1990, which, by the way, I don't think should be Iraq 1990 for the map, because the other one would have been better. Hell, I would prefer even maybe a Fallujah map over this, maybe, but oh well. We'll see how the map is. We'll see if we still like it. I missed the pyramids, but I do know they did change it, I guess, due to the map size being so fucking large. And there was like a lot of broken stuff that you could do, and people were probably abusing it. Now, I didn't personally abuse it. When I found it out, I stopped it, and I was like, yeah, no, I realized this is broken. I'm not going to do it. But in that map, which is a full desert map, by the way, guys, it was awesome. I just don't like how the uniforms for desert didn't match the color of the desert. So the desert was bright brown, but when you looked at the desert camo, your desert camo was dark brown. So when you tried to throw on dark brown and go run around, I mean, the textures were 100% completely different. So even wearing a desert camo would not blend in. So it was better all the way around to go ahead and use multicam anyways. Literally a brown and green camo was a lot better than an actual desert for a desert. I find that horrible. Okay. But anyways, what broke was there's certain rocks that they had placed into the map, or whoever developed the map, where if you got on them, and I found like in certain positions, if you tried to lay down, you would fall through the rock as if the rock was non-existent. You'd fall through it, and then you'd be able to stand up or crouch or whatever and kind of move around, and you can walk on the interior of the rock. I'm not joking. You could literally walk the entire interior of the rock. Make sure your gun just partially sticks out of the rock, and then you can zoom in and shoot, and you would be able to kill people through a rock. And then when they turn to look your way, all they see is bush, rock, whatever. And if they actually somehow knew you were in the rock and they shot at you, the rock is bulletproof. So when they returned fire to try to kill you, they couldn't kill you. It was technically God mode. So, yeah, I can kind of see changing the map due to that reason. But they could have just made it well known, and then the developer of the map could have just went and fixed it, or just removed the rocks that were doing that and put in something else in their place, like trees or one of the giant, huge rocks that you cannot get on top of. Right? Could have been the little bit of the thing there. But yeah, as you can see, we are now almost like what, a little under half? And we haven't been like streaming the download for that long, but we still got one more thing else to download after this. But yeah, they're still ridiculous to download, but in doing so, you can see I can find the mods that will say it needs this mod, begin the download to that mod, and so on and so forth, right? Which is actually pretty cool. But knowing how mods can be released onto the platform, I wonder if it's something like only certain people can do, or if it's like anyone can upload a mod, especially map mods. Because if that's so, and it's kind of like the Arma DayZ, well, not Arma, but DayZ mod was, not mod again, how the DayZ was in for like PS5 or so, where you can actually do custom buildings and heli crash sites and all of that by just dropping it to the game, saving the file, and then uploading it as the, under a certain folder where it would auto like allow you to do custom maps. If it's any bit like that, you would actually be able to put up like defenses and custom towers and stuff like that over to like any one of these maps. Would be awesome to do, because I feel like some of the build spots that they have is just horrible. In order to actually be able to put towers and stuff like to do base defense, you get less arsenal, helipad, and all of that. Or if you want to have the maneuverability to be able to run, as in like arsenal, helipads, your truck stuff, and like, adding in the tents that allow you to spawn AI to defend the area, you lose out on actual sandbags and towers to place down for base defense. And I feel like that's horrible, because there is a build size, kind of like you get in Fallout 4, where you can only build so big, and then you run out of room to build on a bar, not legit room, just a bar that gives you a build space. So customizing the maps to be more military / realism. When you look at a military base, it's a base, right? It's going to have sandbags, walls, buildings, or if there's no buildings, it's definitely towers, sandbag walls, half cut sandbags in order to actually be able to peek over and shoot. You're going to have all that, and it's going to be perimetered. On top of having your helipad that might be surrounded in some sandbags to prevent sniper fire, you're going to have all that on a real base. And I wish they would remove the build size or increase it to allow said stuff to do that. So being able to make custom maps and stuff like that already would be awesome. And then make the stuff not damageable. So that way you don't have like idiots, no offense, that hop in a vehicle and ram down the sandbags because they are lazy. And instead of going around them, they will just run through them. Yeah, kind of takes away some of that realism feel and an actual combat feel. So, or at least like the RP feel. Like, when you build something, you make it look nice and protected. I shouldn't have like incompetent drivers, incompetent helipilots, or just lazy drivers and pilots to just crash through the sandbags. Like, actually take the time to go around them, please, especially if I'm doing it for defense or safety. Maybe we have a pilot that's landing in to drop off supplies to the area for more building, or being able to like spawn in with your loadout and be able to spawn on the point cost supplies. So maybe I'm trying to block that off to where the heli can land comfortably, but also doesn't have a higher chance at getting sniped out of the fucking pilot seat. Maybe quit ramming down the barriers for that, right? Would be awesome. Same as if we're going onto a server that already has a good bit of rules in place, and I do mean a very good bit, there's rules that need to be incorporated. No destructiveness or
I'm
trolling
having
other
banana
people's
pudding
placements.
too.
Banana pudding? Oh, I love banana pudding. It's good. That's wonderful and amazing stuff, dude. That stuff tastes good, especially if you do it correctly and you add in cream cheese alongside the banana. So you actually go get the banana pudding, throw it in some cream cheese, mix it with a little bit of vanilla. It's really great. You get a very creamy banana flavor, by the way. I make everything homemade usually. But back to what I'm saying, like, server rules in place to being able to prevent people from destroying stuff that you place. I don't mean just running with the vehicle. Enemy
Not
team
sure
does that, they
about the
do it.
cream cheese though.
Oh, the cream cheese is really good if you do it correct. Now, if you don't do it correct, it's oof. You can do cream cheese, or if you want, which is going to provide the same flavor, use heavy whipping cream. Okay, you're going to get the same flavor. Think of cheesecakey. So the cream cheese mixed with heavy whipping cream that turns into basically whipped cream on the consistency. You're adding the cheesecake vibe into it, and it's a really amazing world of flavor. Um, I probably should have just let out with that entirely, but now that everybody knows, you basically get a
Okay, we'll
banana
use
pudding
that.
cheesecake. Is that okay? Nice. Um, so yeah, if you ever want to know recipes, man, I got pretty good recipes. I just don't give all of them out, but I will do a document with like a custom banana pudding that's actually really freaking great. I'll do a holiday meal type deal. I'll give my green bean casserole recipe out, which will be a really phenomenal green bean casserole. You're not going to get breadcrumbs flavor through it where it's like really breadcrummy. You're actually going to get a more rich version, which is probably not going to be as healthy as the breadcrumb way, but who cares about healthy in holidays, right? Um, and I'll give out. I don't know. I think that's be the only two that I'll give out unless something else gets requested. But you know what? I'll give out a Chinese meal as well on how to actually make General Tso's. You know, uh, teriyaki chicken and rice. I'll give that out too. I'll do all three of those and post it up for everyone. We'll do that probably later tonight and have it up and running tomorrow. because I actually know how to make the old like General Tso's teriyaki chicken and rice. The
Holidays
version,
are not for health, but have you put queso and noodles together?
yeah, queso is basically just cheese and noodles. That's basically macaroni and cheese. So yeah, I have. Um, Basically, it's a Mexican macaroni when you do it that way because instead of being as you know, like cheddar or sharp cheddar going into cheese to create a regular mac and cheese, you're actually doing a white cheese fondue macaroni, which is actually just a white macaroni, if you didn't know that. And it is good. Yes, I'm a fat ass, guys. I know too much about food. And the funny thing is, I'm a fat ass off of like what I create to make to eat, and I eat a lot of it compared to the fat ass that sits down and eats Twinkies and cakes. I'm just a fat ass off of because I don't know how to stop myself from eating like too many tacos or, too much lasagna that's homemade or spaghetti. I'm fat from that. I'm not fat off of Twinkies, cookies, cakes. Actually, to be honest with you, anything super sweet, I don't really touch. And that's mainly because I just don't like the level of sweet. I don't even eat chocolate all that
I
often.
make these little things where you get a cheese stick, wrap it in bacon, put barbecue sauce all over it, Twinkies and air fryer for like 6.
Remove the Twinkies, and that sounds great for me. I just don't like super too sweet stuff. But I mean, it does sound good. I'm not gonna lie. But no, I really cannot eat a lot of chocolate. Um, like to be honest, like if I go get chocolate, it's probably like once a month, and it's like one chocolate bar for that entire month. Chocolate is just too sweet for me, unless I make it homemade and I make it with less
I
sugar.
don't know where the Twinkies came from, I didn't even type that.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe your playback called it. Maybe where I was speaking and you might have been using like, like what is it, speech to text where you like use your voice. Maybe it just played through and it just caught my voice when I literally just said like I don't eat Twinkies, cakes, cookies, all that. Maybe it just caught the Twinkies part of it and just stuck it in the chat, which is kind of funny. Lord Almighty, we are 3/4 of the way done. So yeah, it's still long as you can see for these downloads, but it's a little tad bit faster than going through trying to have it join the server. So you're already taking kilobytes off of the download speed while also using the internet to do the download, which downloads at a slower
Imagine the
rate.
download required a terabyte of space.
Oh my God, dude. Like if it takes me what? This took like maybe 20, 30 minutes. Like it's probably gonna be the 30-minute marker after like when it finishes, there's gonna be something like 40 minutes. So for basically we'll say 1.5 gigabytes download speed for space. Oh God, dude, we'd be here for a week. It'd be about a week to download 1 terabyte. I'd hate to see. So to be honest with you guys, where you see like 1 gigabyte here, I'd hate to see one of my freaking uh Fallout 4 mods in here because that's 1 gigabyte. I have a Fallout 4 mod that's 50 gigabytes, guys. If this is taking 30, 40 minutes to download this, and it's 1.5, dude, I would literally have to partition from in like to when I go to bed to start the download then. Wake up in the next 6 to 8 hours and still probably be downloading it. Yeah, it's horrible. But the funny thing is, it's not my internet speed, it's not yours. Okay. So whoever's downloading the speeds or the mods, it's not your download speed that's causing it. Okay. It is Arma Reforger's bit with working with PlayStation to save your data, like the disks that or whatever. It's your write speed. So it's saving something, dealing with something with one of the disks to make slower write speed so the disk lasts longer. Something like that. So they're actually just throttling how much you're able to download and how fast. So it's not you, it's the game and PlayStation, as in, or Xbox, like when they work like that, in order for the life and safety, like lifetime of how long your internal parts to your console lasts. Which, by
The
the way,
game in PlayStation is doing the bare minimum.
oh yeah, I say less than the bare minimum. Let's be honest. Like the bare minimum I've seen on PC is like at least 1 GB of download speed. Literally nothing lower. And a gaming console is literally just a knockoff brand of a fucking PC. So if a PC can at least download write speed and not really break internal parts at 1 GB, a console can do that and still have the same lifetime and longevity. So they're actually basing facts they don't even understand and giving us less than what we should be getting. We should at least have 1 GB per second. And that's at least. But they give us less than that, as you can see. Like, what at? 1 MB? Down to 800, back to 1, then we go down to like 4 or 500. It can't stay a consistent 1. And to be honest, I should be able to stick a consistent 1, no problem. Due to the fact I get 1 gigabit internet speed.
Isn't
10,000
PlayStation
megabytes.
Chinese? Cause if it is, I've heard that the US is trying to outlaw Chinese products.
To be honest, yes, PlayStation is either Chinese, I think it's Japanese, to be honest. But even if so, Chinese or Japanese, if they're trying to outlaw it, they really technically can't. They'd have a riot against them before they could even fully outlaw anything like that. Because there's a lot of like Chinese and Japanese companies that overrule a lot of the large games that everyone plays. And if they ever outlawed that, yeah, you're gonna see like the whole US actually look like the aftermath of like a Fallout game. It'd be horrible. Society wouldn't let that happen. There's too much writing on the life of people's video games and what they like for anything like that to actually be able to happen.
Or The Purge.
Yeah, that too. I mean, if you thought the riots where people were flipping cars and shooting police officers were bad after a certain knee problem that happened, if you thought that was bad, take away what everyone loves and survives on just because they want to ban something. You're going to see that like times 100% worse. But hey, we almost got it done. Looky there, 1.46 out of 1.49.
They're trying
Jesus.
to do that to drones too, like G.
Hmm? I mean, I can kind of understand drones though, in a way, if you think about it. Like, as much as a lot of people are going to know, like, it's not going to be as harsh as people want to think, but you can strap a bomb to a drone, fly that bitch in, and boom, there goes like a certain building or a certain area. So, I mean, I can kind of understand that, which behind that same logic, you can hop in a car, get an even bigger bomb, and drive a car into a building and then blow the motherfucker up. So, I mean, I could kind of understand, people getting mad about drones is what, 2 kilobytes per second? Guys, that is fucking horrible, Arma. I mean, it technically says it's done, so I guess it's just doing the processing. Yeah. But at the end of the day, dude, like I understand like certain arguments people can make and why like some of the stuff is like, looked at differently. But hey, there's the big version of it gone. Now let's actually go download the other part of it through this, which by the way was this. Oh, it downloaded the other one already. Never mind. Sorry guys, I was going to download the other one through this way to show you guys like how much worse it is to do it this way, but it already downloaded. I guess it downloaded first and then went to that one, and it literally was like a blink of an eye due to the fact of my connection speed and how it was doing like 1 gigabyte per second or something like that there for a second, or megabyte, whatever. But let's see how this map actually is. Yes, I'm going to go NATO. Do this. This, so we can do this, come over. Okay, so it keeps my loadies from the other server. No, it don't. Because these would show the custom marker like the first one is. So it kept one, it didn't keep the other ones. Okay, insurgent compounds. What does the main base look like? There is an airfield. Main base. Okay, so Chicago is main base right now. For now, what we're going to do is turn this down. The helicopters are kind of a little bit on the loud side.
Of Wyoming.
Yep. There we go. So the helicopters aren't uber loud right now. Let's kind of walk away just a little bit more. Right. So we kept this actually pretty good, which I think is unsuppressed and pretty okay weapon to use, I'm not going to lie. Make sure we're ranged to 300. And I would love to see this map at daytime. Just because I want to see. I mean, I could see like that looks like it's either dirt or it's going to be sand. And I'm getting more dirt vibes off of that. But we'll have to see. And I will say, I think there was like more cities and towns. We'll have to see. And most of it is actually smack in the middle. I like that. Now, Arma Reforger for server owners.
It's a square.
It's square, yeah. Can we have a map that is like this, like everything here, and then smack in the middle, like right here would be a giant fucking tower that is the green towers from Arma, and everywhere within this main city caps over time and gains points for your squad as long as your squad is in that, and you clear it out to keep the enemies, blah blah, called the original King of the Hill would be nice. Anyone else agree? But right... Oh no, I was thinking for some reason that was something else. It's not. I don't know how long this has been up. It's like 4 out of something. Is there? Yeah, there is. Howdy, brother. I'm actually going over here because I need into the arsenal. Because I want to take a look. So yeah, we got to be able to get the next slot. So we actually got to build our character and do that. Alright, arsenal. I want to look at everything possible that we can grab. So we are already in basically multicam, so if you're wondering when you heard that dude on the other one go like, what the fuck is he wearing? If we go in here, we can actually scroll to the right if they didn't like block it off of this one. We'll see if they did. See, like, that actually looks like multicam desert, which actually is a little better, but I don't know if it's going to be as dark brown as the last one was. Okay. I wonder, do we have to be... So, see, there's this, which is...
We had an armored vehicle roll up in the backside of the airfield.
Okay, weird. Okay, I wonder if it's actually found under... They might have... Yeah, I think they got rid of the ghillie on this one. Okay, that's fine. Although I prefer having a good desert ghillie, would have been awesome. But we're going to make a full desert camo and see if the desert camo matches the surroundings when it turns daytime. Sounds fun. So, square, 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 square. I'll even do a new watch. That can stay. All those can stay. All right. Technically, this would be for the desert. I'm going to go through and just take a quick look at all the different versions of these there is.
Play like that, lol.
I cannot play like this because you can't carry ammo or anything. I'd be stuck with just like one mag. So that'd be like a one mag challenge. We're going to do this where we are going to need to add pockets or whatever. Oh, this vest doesn't allow me to have pockets. Okay, I'm going to have to change that because I actually do need pockets in order to actually play. Actually, we could run with that. I don't see why not. That's an... Oh, no, we don't have a plate carrier on this one, though. Never mind that. I do need a plate carrier. But there should be that with a plate carrier somewhere. I just got it right here. There. So we do have the small little... No, we don't. It just looks like there's a plate carrier, but there's not actually one. About this? Weird, I can't get plate carriers with that. So we'll run this, which actually has the plates, hence the plate carriers. Alright, now we're just going to do this so I can actually get the unglitchify that. We are going to go with the helmet. And the helmets I usually roll with is going to be one of the other ones. There is no actual desert camo, it looks like. Oh, there is. There's this one. We'll have to see. Is there any better helmets in my question? Looks like there might actually be some better ones. Maybe. Because I prefer having, like, think of the Mitch helmet from DayZ like that. But I can't find anything really to... Okay, we're going to have to go with that. Then what I like to run is we'll do goggles. So that way it kind of carries the look of whatever. Which, by the way, for some reason that's not being on my face. I would like to know why. There we go. So we actually have, like, where the sand would hit your eyes. Adding a little bit of realism behind that. Under the same thing, we are actually going to go grab... Oh, I think somebody's ramming me with a car, or the heli's kind of bugged. One of the two. We need this, so we can stick it into here to get that nice little, that, and you can see how it's, like, way darker than the actual fit. That's the only downside to that. But hey, we'll be fine. Can I actually put the headphones into this? I can. There we go. So we got the little actual mic that goes up there. Now we got to get our backpack. And in this case, we are actually going to be using this one, maybe. Yep. No, there's actually a lot of green in that. I don't like that, actually. This, I guess, is going to have to be the fit for that. And then we need to actually go through to the pants and gloves now. And there's no, like, light brown gloves. They're all dark, sadly. Like, even the coyote gloves. Like, hold on. Let's show you guys what this actually looks like. Whoops. I forgot to do something. Gotta remove those. Then I can actually go to this and do this. And they're not super dark. We'll go with that. Why not? And then we gotta grab our fit, which is the bottom part of our pants. I want to see if there's a better version of that, because there can be occasionally. As in, like, one of these with knee pads, but there isn't. Alright. Going into the boots. We'll probably use these, the Predator boots. Boop. And then we gotta go with the night vision, which we want the white phosphorus, so these. Oh. The headset blocks my, oh no, there's no attachment rail for the... I have to use a different helmet. Okay. Up, 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 up. If you guys didn't catch it, there's no attachment rail on the helmet I'm using for night vision, is what's going there. So we need to find a version of the helmet that has the night vision attachment rail, which is probably that. So hold on, let's move this over here for a second. Same thing. And we're just going to go remove this completely back into the arsenal. That way we're unbugged. Rid of that. And what we need is a very okay helmet. Like one of these, maybe. How does that actually look? Okay, that ain't too bad. I'll take that. Put this on. Grab this, put it on. And then make sure we do the white phosphorus helmet, which is this one. And now we're able to start doing the other stuff needed, which is the map can go into the jacket pocket. The shovel can go into the jacket pocket. My compass can go into the jacket pocket. The wrench can go into the jacket pocket. And we need to go over one more to get the wire cutters, which will go into the jacket pocket. The radio is actually going to go into my pants. The med kit goes into the backpack. Oh, something on me has a flashlight. Hence that is showing up. Or it's just weird because of the arsenal. It could just be the arsenal. We're going to go with the Coyote watch, so that way we keep... Why is my watch not... What? You see that, right? My watch slot is not allowing me to actually place a watch. That is kind of weird. I put it here. Almost that's very weird. I can't actually wear a watch. What? Oh well, I got the compass. Saline always goes to the backpack. I'm gonna grab 2 of these. That way I have one for myself and one for my team. The morphine goes in here. Whoops. There you go. Morphine goes in there where we're gonna put 2. Our bandages is gonna go to the same, where we do a couple. Actually, we'll just do 2. I'm trying to think. What else do we actually need? Got all that. All that's grabbed. Okay, I think everything here is actually looking pretty okay. Hey, we can do the fit. Nice. And that, my friends, is how we set up all of this before ammo comes into play and grenades and stuff. But now we can go down and do save loadout 2, which is now going to do loadout 2 is the HG28, HKG28, my bad. And we're going to be changing that because we're going to go back into here. I want to make sure we have every other thing on that we want. Okay, we look pretty good there. We're going to go down to our weapons now and do the same thing to our gun. So instead of having this, because we got multicam, we're going to be removing that off. And we're going to go to our main weapons and scroll through and see what we want to find. And I'm thinking of running something that does 7.62 by maybe 51. So maybe the SCAR would be kind of okay to run, maybe? I just want to run through and just see what all's actually here right quick. So the SCAR H sounds pretty good to run, although I can't suppress that, sadly. But I haven't ran the SCAR yet, so let's actually see what all it can actually equip, shall we? So we're going to run the SCAR. Pistol-wise, I'm going to show you guys how to remove the sight, because the sight can kind of sometimes be oofed on some of the pistols. So if you run the Glock 19, you can actually remove the sight to it. So make sure you're running the Glock 19. Or even I am running the Glock 19. So to remove the sight, you have to go out and hold triangle, and then you can do, like, look where the sight is on the rail, and then it'll say remove red dot. And then once you do that, you're able to save it without the red dot on. And I will gladly show you guys how to do that. So if we go here, grab up the regular Glock, go down, grab that in here, so that way we can do this. We are going to grab ammo for these in a second. But I do want to do this, so we get rid of that, and then we can come over here and take a look. Is there any... Oh, there is armor piercing. Heck yes. There's that, which is armor piercing. And does any of these have... Yep, armor piercing for the black mag. I actually kind of want to do the M61, M62, which is the black mag for the SCAR. I feel like that feels a little better. Oh, we actually get grips with this one. Okay. I kind of want maybe that, but I mean, there's 2 pages, so we can come over here and grab these as well. I don't know. I guess it's really up to the person. I'm thinking more like, hold on, like a grip like this would be better, just because you can actually grip around it, and I feel like that'd be that. The butt does, yeah. But I'm going through editing all I possibly can at the moment. We're going to do rails as none, unless I can get like a bipod or something like that, because I don't like having the extra other stuff on there. So the next one's going to be that, which we're going to put a flash hider on because we can't save with the suppressor. Let's see, do I have the cool version? I do. We got the cool versions of this, which actually look really cool. It's the Arrow version. Ooh, I haven't seen what the reticle of this one looks like yet. I'm half wanting to do that, but I wish there was a black one. So I'm just going to have to... Oh, wait. It just looks weird. I do have the black one. It's these. All right. And then the suppressor, I can't actually save the suppressor, so I'm going to have to go to a flash hider, and I'm thinking of using the 7.6251 flash hider, which is that one. Because there's this or this, and I think that looks a little better. Alright, now to show you how to get rid of the red dot in case it zooms in too much for you, like that feels zoomed in, like way too zoomed in. If you guys have that same issue, you're going to hold triangle, you're going to come down, you're going to look where it says Trizicon RMR, and now I can hold the detach. I can detach that off, hold triangle again, and then I can actually open my inventory, find where that got put, so I can remove it out of my inventory, and then I can come over and go first to open Arsenal, because what I want to do is, I did not mean to take one of these. There we go. What we're going to do is do the same thing with the attachment-wise, and we are going to be looking for armor piercing, so we can go ahead and put this on the pistol. And optics, nothing. And then this already comes with the suppressor, so I don't want to upgrade it to remove the suppressor, not be able to save. And we're going to quickly save this in spot 2. So slot 2, save loadout, hold square till it says it's done. And then now you can see we saved it with suppressor and with everything we just attached onto the guns. We get this little cool black chevron inside that. And if we double tap triangle, you can see now we have no more red dot, and it doesn't feel super zoomed in, and you can actually use it probably a little better. All right, open arsenal. Now what we're going to do is go to our weapons. So here, and we're going to go down to the, you can go AR section or mags. For me, I'm just going to go into mags because we are going to look for the mags that we've seen, which is going to be these, but I want the black version, so this. And then armor piercing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mags. Then we're going to go look for the pistol mag. So we can go to the pistol to do that. And we ended up getting, I think it was the Glock 19. So we just got to look for the Glock 19 mags, which will actually say Glock 19, I believe, somewhere on them. 20 round P226 for the M15, which I think is that technically, and 19 by 19 mag for, yes, the M9 pistol. Why is this being a little weird now in my feel? Suppressor, ball cartridges, P22, for the M145, 17. Why are none of these saying Glock? Which is weird. Usually this will actually say Glock. Hold on. Let's go here and go look for the different pistol ammunitions. See, the M17 pistol. Here we go. Glock pistol magazine. See, that will actually say Glock on it. There, found it. It's right here. I want armor piercing, though. And there is one, which is right... Armor piercing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we actually have 8 pistol mags, 14 of the AR mags. Now we're just going to go ahead and go back down to slot 2. I hit load like a fucking idiot. Now I got to go back and do that again. Because the save category is not the top one.
This is a really nice map so far.
We can go find those again, which shouldn't be too hard. So right here, and then it was this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we go over and find the pistol for the Glock, which is this one, I believe it was. Armor piercing and Glock round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then now we can actually go down and do save loadout 2 instead of loadout. There we go. And you can see with a suppressed weapon, we did save, which is actually really, really good. So we got our little ammunition stuff and all that worked out. The quirk's all done. Now we are ready to go. And I've actually noticed again, we are not going to match these surroundings. See? See how bright I am against the background here? Why is it every time I play a military shooter, the developers who put the mods into the game for outfits never actually do their outfits correctly? So from the bright brown map, right? I do mean bright brown. For actual desert, we had this colored camo, as in what this ground is right now in front of me. And then when they switched that out and they put another map in where now it's this dark of camo, well, technically this dark that should be in it, we get the bright fucking desert camo. Like, people, why? The camo I should be able to put on should be what matches my surroundings, if that makes sense. Oh well. I'll still stick with this desert camo, even though I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb, and I mean that. Like, no matter what background I'm against now. Say, I'm going to stick out because I'm too bright. I go over here where this little desert bit is, like that. I stick out because I'm too bright. If that makes sense. Kiss her down. Oh, he is a supply heli, which means he is not going to be giving people rides. Now, a couple other things I will go over with like how people develop their servers is I feel kind of stupid in a way, is we spawn in here, I can take a vehicle, go load up the vehicle with supplies, drive it down somewhere, which takes fucking forever, to rank up, to then try to get myself a heli. When, in all reality, the heli I want is not even this one. Look, I don't even want that one. I could care less. It does not have to be this heli, which is the supply heli. It could be the one that has the actual bench for people to sit on. See, if I go right here, see it says load supplies. Okay? Being able to spawn in a particular heli here. Okay? This one. I can't actually, like, spawn it, so it's not going to let me show it completely. But you can see there's the supply, and then here's this one. Right? The one that just has the bench, which is the MH-6M, which is the regular hummingbird. Okay? The regular hummingbird, the one, you know, people can do this with, should automatically be unlocked without any issue whatsoever. They should not be locked.
I can get my medic class where you need me at.
Right outside of Providence, I've got a soldier down here. He's on con, he won't get up. I got all his bandages on, but he just won't get back up.
What base are you at again?
I might get a more digital. I mean, technically, I think this is the like a pilot's version of camo, because I mean there is that, but.
Okay, yeah, you can't give him morphine while he's down.
He's gonna be asleep for a while.
Yeah, only
Fuck it.
give him Epi
They're taking a while, and I'm gonna change my fit.
Give him Epi and saline. Never give him morphine when he's down.
What in the graphic error was that?
That might work.
Alright, what we're going to do is change the shirt, which, by the way, means I just got to get the tools, and then my pants, which is just the walkie-talkie and then, like, what, a couple things of ammo. So, this,
Shoot him up with a shit ton of Epi if you can.
and this is what's getting changed. Because I seen a darker fit that we could probably be running, which is what they were running, so instead of this one, we could run... hello? Oh my god, the graphic detail just did it again. Am I just overlooking it somewhere? Where the hell is that fit? Because they had that in the rolled sleeves. Why is theirs so dark, but mine's bright as fuck? Are they running this? It could just be running this. Yeah, I think that's what they're running. Okay, so it's the one that's like black in the middle where you have to actually have a vest to cover it. And then they had the version of this fit that was knee paddable, as in maybe this. Yeah, that looks like that actually matches a little bit. Good to know that we can do that, and we figured that out, because I felt like we were just going to be blatantly out. All right, now let's actually go grab the other stuff that's needed, which is our, you know, this, where we just get 2 of those, 2 bandages. We already have that. We have that, which means we need our map. We need the compass back, the wrench back. The shovel needs to come back in my inventory, and I'm not going to have room for the freaking other stuff there unless I go walkie here. Did I lose? I did not lose that. That's good. I did lose the pliers, though, which can go up there. And we are back. We're missing a mag or two. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Because technically I could just come in here and go save loadout 2. And now we're like a little better with the fit. There we go. That is probably much better with the fit.
It was so much more fun. If I was in a heli, I could see an AA truck that's on the ground.
Can I go, yep, full auto to semi.
Squint my eyes.
I would love to be able to put a suppressor on this, because that'd be awesome. But anyways, pretty good. Dang, everybody just doing supplies, man. Nobody actually passengering people right now. Going back and forth. Back and forth. And why am I hearing shots? Hit way over here. Only reason I'm asking that is because on this server, spawn is protected, meaning you're not supposed to be shooting at the main bases. So, where enemy base is here, I believe, our base is here, and then we meet in the middle. The main bases that actually say main base like that for each team is protected. They're not supposed to shoot at it. Oh, and guess what? That's not one we can fucking ride with. Oh, wait. Here we go. Yes. We can actually hop on this. Hopping in, brother.
I see no fog. Where's the fog?
There was definitely fog, but I guess I'm playing on good, decent graphics. Brandon, that guy was in the middle of the airfield, and he is just targeting every aircraft. He doesn't matter if it's friend or foe.
Oh, my lord.
Little bird transport main base.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a keep your map heavy. So we just fight in the middle of the map and have fun right now.
I agree with that, dude, but I'm also going to say sniping is still kind of fun to do. Just not everybody should be doing it. Like you get on other maps, because everybody's going to hide in a tree with semi-auto or the bolty and just, like, snipe all day. There's no actual, like, good combat. As in, like, building to building, you know, like, actually pushing up. Or having any CQB as much.
Oh yeah, you remember me?
Yes, you're the first person I saw.
What's up, guys?
Right
We're
on.
gonna check, please.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Right on.
I lost the server wouldn't pop up, so I had to search up the ID and I joined it.
Yes,
Most likely, yes.
How do you like this map?
they do, but
I like it, it's fun. It's just running supplies is hard in this
It's
map.
white. I don't know where people get this blue from all the time,
Yeah,
but...
it's pretty
The other map was better! I know they can't hear me, but it's all good.
Do they change the maps like every update?
No, they're just, they put this map in today, but they're running it all weekend, and then they're gonna go back to Amazon on Monday.
Oh, so that's what it is. I was like, did they switch?
Okay, so hearing what he just said, they're gonna have NSA come back, and guess what? I'm gonna have to re-download again.
So I'm leaving in like 30 seconds.
They're attacking Nashville, so let's just go.
Bro, it should have just stayed NSA. It never should have had to be this, but whatever. Whatever.
It's like blue and gray.
We need Illinois. We're going to Illinois. That's where I need to go.
Alright, pilot, what are we doing, brother?
I'm leaving in 30 seconds.
There we go. At least now he's putting a timer on it.
Do you know if Iraq is on one of the teams?
Who?
Iraq?
I haven't seen him, no.
He's probably not on them.
Add the quick slot.
Yeah, this map is actually a tad bit small.
I was sniping with it.
Add a quick
and
slot.
it snuck up behind us and shot us both.
Oh, no.
Add a quick slot.
I mean, I guess this map's okay for supplies, but it's
Come on.
just probably
There we go.
hard because everyone flies heli.
Add the quick slot.
Yeah, oh yeah. We're dropping hot, guys, so when I land, get out and get out fast.
I'll try my best.
So why didn't I add the quick slot? You guys seen me do it. We'll do it again. Add the quick slot. They're not here.
We have villains.
Alright, I'm hopping out. I'm hopping out. I'm hopping out.
Yeah, probably.
Well, alright, while they're doing that, Beer, are you dead, brother, or am I able to pull your ass out? Remove casualty. As I pull him out, I get knocked. That is actually horrible. Team, are we not running armor piercing and full autoing the heli as it turns our way? I'll try to get you after I res myself, brother, if I can even fucking... Never mind, I'm dead. Oh, the FPS is fucking horrendous, bro. I don't know what they're talking about, but holy shit, I seen 20 FPS, which I never reach below fucking 30 frames on fucking NSA 90% of the time. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm just gonna spawn Indiana now that I've actually, like, done my fit. Can we? Thank you.
I'm on fire and I just need a little bit of trooper captain, so let's get about the crash.
Bro.
I am the captain now.
Alright, full auto. Over to this.
Transport, get in the big bird.
It's not foot, it's beer, and I do know how to fly.
I know, I corrected myself. I didn't know if you heard me or not.
Copy that.
I didn't even hear him say beer. I think he's just saying that because he doesn't want to get yelled at. Man said foot. And never said beer. That's funny.
Yo, if you're at Indiana, I spawned the Humvee. Hop in. Let's go. Let's go to the next point.
Howdy, brother. I know I'm not speaking to you right now in actual game chat, but howdy.
Yeah, I got you, dude. Let me just die real quick and then come back to me. Yeah, you.
Go die for your country, soldier.
Guess no one else is coming. Hop in the 50, dude.
You don't want to transport, man. Get in the big bird.
Only downside of this one is it only, like, turns this much, so being able to be in firefights is hard, because if I need to aim to the right anymore and shoot...
Whole front. I don't know if that's friendly or not. Hold on. That's friendly.
Yeah, it's friendly. I already seen it. That's why I didn't shoot. Howdy, brother. Hop on in.
Oh, yeah? I would have ran your ass over if I wanted to. You never would have heard us coming. The last thing you would have heard was... This weather system on this map right now is really pissing me off. The weather system's kind of ass, but...
They have another attack early on Indiana.
I'm dead, because this dude doesn't know how to continuously drive a fucking vehicle. Like, bro, why are you, like, stopping? Just continue to go. Wait till everybody does that, and then immediately, like, tell us to get out. That's why I don't trust other people driving, because people don't know how to fucking drive. If you're behind the wheel, do not open the minimap. Ask your passenger to do it if you don't know the routes to drive to different locations, and don't sit still till you're about to tell people to get the fuck out of the car. Especially if you have a gunner that is open. It's not a covered gunner with, like, actual, like, the metal plating and then in between the shield, the view between it. If it's just the gun up top with no actual plating, don't fucking stop. Well, we got a BTR heading out. I say it's a little early in the game to be wanting to use a BTR, but whatever. I will say it's partly my fault for hopping in a fucking dum-dum's vehicle thinking I'm getting a good ride out of it and then going to Gunner when he asked because he was like, oh, I need a Gunner. Brother, if you're going to do it, at least do it correctly. Please. If you're going to do the Humvee with a gun, which I technically can't spawn the proper one, but technically if you're going to have a gun up top, make it be the fucking covered one. Or at least take one of these. So that way you can't just be shot outright.
Is it you coming in a heli, or is it someone else?
But back to some of the other stuff to cover. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to unlock it, let somebody else drive it. So... unlock, and get in his gunner.
Yeah, it's friendly. It's me trying to land.
I'm gonna let him drive. But anyways, this should be able to turn a lot more than this in my fit.
You got missiles coming towards you. Watch out.
I'm not able to make sure I can hit any of that, and I would love a crosshair, man. That'd be kind of good to have. All right, brother, I want out. Let me out here. This is GG. And I can't switch seats either. I can't like press circle and switch seats. Get the fuck out of the car. Get the fuck out of the car. I don't care if it's moving.
Bluebird transport, leave main base, 30 seconds.
Radio check.
I can hear you.
I heard that, but
Yeah, they definitely got a
he's going
red
elsewhere.
Indiana.
There is enemies up here towards the palace. Alrighty, let's push. Heard sniping, so I'm just gonna make sure I'm pushing this way. I don't see anybody though. I hear the gunshots, I just don't see them.
Oh my god.
Alright, boys, like actual Iraq, let's push the streets correct. Check our corners. Watch the windows. I hate the fucking lighting. Whoever done this is like really oofed on some of the settings. Okay, we lost our vehicle. I don't see anybody hanging out there. Nobody right there. I don't see anybody up top there. No one there. Teammate or an enemy down in the middle of the street. Again, I see nobody in the windows. We're clear to move. Or should be clear enough to... hug the wall. Always stay ADS'd. Right now. Swing it wide. That was an enemy. Went through here. If I had to guess, either climbed the wall going this way or he went down to the edge and took a left. Let's check. Yeah, he didn't go this way.
Yo, Humvee, back up, wait for me. I'm coming, Humvee, thank you.
The lighting flickering like that is oof.
Humvee, wait, I'm right behind you.
How you doing? I'm over here.
E-man, I'm almost there, wait, please.
I'm alright.
Okay, let's open the map. I need to see where the actual... Where am I at? I'm over here somewhere, I think. Nope. I am right here. They're to my left. The main building to the left somewhere, right around here. That's where they are. I seen that. There's one right here. Alright, let's push up. Make sure no one's directly straight to my left here. God dang it, dude, the lighting. He heard that. I literally tapped the trigger and it waited like 6 years to do it. One went to the right, out the door, and another one in the door. Let's just chill here for a second. Wait a minute, that's war paint. Alright, we're just gonna do the next best thing. Let's make sure this whole area... Come on, dude. Usually auto... Dude, it didn't, like, keep my grenades. Yeah, I forgot to get more nades. That's why. Alright. Let's do this. Reload my gun after the sporadic fire. I'm dead. I seen one in that doorway over there too late. And there's one in this, like, field directly to my right somewhere. Or behind... Oh, he's behind me. He's, like, back here somewhere trying to shoot me. He didn't finish me. He might have thought, though. Come on. There was one in that door. Oh, he's still there. Running across... Oh, there's actually two there. Running to the building now. Unless that's teammates. I can't see the name tags. Which is weird. And we do have enemies behind us. I'm dead. When technically I should have woke up any time before that and been able to, like, patch myself up. Because we were, like, down for, like, 5 minutes just waiting for bleed. To be honest with you. Which I don't think should be that long. On the, how long you're incapacitated. Like, 1 minute is long enough in my mind. Alright, hold on. I need to actually make sure we're going the correct way. And I'm going to see if there's a thing here. So yeah, that would be going the correct way. But did someone build a arsenal at this location? I don't think they did. Still good to... Oh, they did. I need that arsenal. I want the arsenal so I can get the smoke grenades and the regular grenades. That way I don't have the fucking crap happen again. Please don't be a cash run coming to here, bro, because that would just be unlucky at this point. Open arsenal. Down to the nades. Down to the... Thank you. 5 of those. 5 of those. Save loadout slot 2. Now I should have 5 and 5. I am going to count them here in a second. I just want to make sure I'm on this side. Whoops. Here. Okay, 4, 4. Yeah, we got 5. They're just split into separate sections. I'm not going to worry about that too much.
Is that friendly mortar on Illinois?
Sounds like GL.
Alright.
Okay, for them to GL that, they'd have to be over on this side.
I do believe that's enemy. They're hitting us there.
I'm not going to lie, the map ain't horrible. They could have just done better with a little bit. And, ooh, actually, I wonder, because technically, he put the suppressor on that. I wonder if I pick it up off of a body, if I can save it that way. I haven't tried that. Hold on, big boy. We'll make sure we rule out anybody being here.
You guys in Louisiana, you guys still alive?
We'll just do this. Sorry, teammate, if I end up hitting you with these. I'm just making sure we clear it. I got hit. I'm dead, but technically the only dude that could have hit me should have been dead by a grenade long before that, let's be honest. Because if they're way over here, they're not seeing through all those bushes. They would had to have been like right here where all my grenades were going off. All of them. So I will say very weird that they're not dead. Or at least not at that point. Hold on. Block out the side of any enemies in this area over here.
Do we have any attack helos up?
That's going to hit the frame rate, but it's going to make it a little safer for all of us. For a second.
They have a sniper by Indiana.
There's my body. The only place it would have shot me would have been either directly there in this bush, or could have been in this bush, or right here where all my grenades went off at.
Hey, Tiger, this building
Do I keep hearing something right here?
Two buildings to your east.
Gotcha, I'm gonna check them out.
We're just moving extra slow, guys.
East, I think. Don't think it was friendly.
Yeah, see, because you'd had to be right here to get me right there. and try to finish would be this bush line.
Are you shooting at that building directly in front of you, Tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
Oh, we got an enemy over here somewhere now.
Jerry, to your left into the smoke.
Well, that's the teammate like suicided, but
Direct east on the hills, sorry, northeast from town. We have enemies on the hill.
because he died right there.
Machine gunner, light him up.
10 seconds.
Got one. Enemy marker at Louisiana northeast, accurate.
I'm taking a large risk having to look like I am right now, but I'd rather optimize that risk to make sure that was clear for the team than to get shot myself. And one could have been there, maybe. Oh, they could be right there, sniping down for the teammate that died. I don't have a optic that sees that.
Another little bird west of Louisiana. That's friendly.
Is there a friendly helicopter overhead?
Yeah. Yes.
Lighten them up.
Oh, he's searching a bag. Okay.
Hey, for the stingers, is it the little V that you line up the bird inside of, or is it the dot you line the bird up in?
Just wait till you get tone, that's all you need, buddy.
Well, I don't know if there's more than I wanted.
You have to hold left control to get tone in front of DC. It doesn't work. If you don't get tone, then you have to unequip and re-equip it. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, you also have to drop it down on the ground sometimes. It's bugged as fuck.
Yeah, the stingers are pretty trash unless they're like pretty decent far away.
The stingers clapped me like 3 times already in here right now. If you can get a good lock, dude.
That's the Agla. The Agla's great.
Definitely Tango's down there somewhere.
Alright, sounds like we're gonna go and capture Seattle now. Should we take an AA gun? If they're only like medium distance,
The tops are clear.
The stingers are about fucking worthless.
Hopefully there's nothing directly to my right with the team pushing.
John, cover me, I'm reloading.
Lit his ass up.
And back to another thing that they done with the servers. They should have like nerfed. Oh god, I gotta really run because that's a base right there. Jesus, that's all over my head. But back to what I was saying is they should have nerfed the render distance to match console, so that way PC can't just like set 3000 out, see perfectly fine, and then console just not get the render distance. That way it's balanced, because if they're going off balancing, that should have also been balanced.
Heinz super high up in the diving.
I'm getting 5 frames over in the city right now. Yeah.
31 frames for me. That was a person? That is a person? Hold on. Olive's there. Means no one else is here.
Stinger, whoever shot that.
Because the stinger's ass. Yeah, we just explained the stinger is fucking trash. I'd rather steal an Agla from a fucking MP10. Yeah, the Aglas are so much fucking better. The Aglas are fucking goated. They actually work and lock on.
Going. Yep, up there. He's dead. No way after 3 bullets straight like that, bro, are you not dead.
Yo, they already reverted the exploit heli, right?
Yeah, they got fixed. The one with the teeth painted on? Yeah, it costs rank. Yeah, unfortunately they fixed that.
Hey, how do I use the lock-on RPG again?
He's right here.
Control. You hold down left control on
Left control,
computer.
okay.
If you don't hear like a little tone indicating it's turned on, you have to unequip and re-equip it.
Gotta reload. Damn it.
Finally got it to my computer sound, thank y'all.
Fuck me, dude. There's a fuck ton of them right there, bro.
Yeah, no, I gotta make sure they don't clear it off.
So everybody, we're looking at the map.
This map is beautiful.
Okay, they didn't rush me.
I'm hating the sun glare.
Oh,
The sun's
I
not
seen
great,
that.
but the map itself is beautiful.
It's nice, I love it.
Died to what? Because no one pushed down the street? Only thing would be on this is my team? Because they're up in the building and the only dude out back was the one I shot? Because the other dude would have been rezzing the dude up top of the balcony? Love the game, man. Love the game. Nobody else actually could have been there. So me getting shot is absolute zero.
This is something they made that's testing out this weekend.
I gotcha. Hell yeah.
The physical map itself.
Especially where I was setting, I looked down the street and nothing was there.
Yeah, it was just recently updated. The bloom when you look inside windows and outside of buildings was fixed, so I think that's why they brought it back.
So we're gonna run down here and try to get back near that spot and see if we can't like get a good push. We're gonna scoot a little further down though. We're gonna go a little further back and then take that left. And I love how our dudes run out of stamina like 5 seconds, dude. Like, can we fix that? I'm pretty sure this dude isn't an obese fat guy trying to run, especially if it's military. They're trained to run for miles with the fucking gear they use. Especially if you're on America, dude. Like, if you go to American base, like, watch YouTubers who try to, like, do the actual American, like, training that they go through every day.
That's how they're made on this one.
And, dude, you run, like, 5-10 miles, bro. Rucking it. Like, full fucking rucksack. You're, like, every bit of your fucking gear is on your back, on your hip, everything. And they have to learn to fucking run that. So for me to run out of fucking breath in 5 seconds in this is nowhere near real. So that needs to be massively fixed. Now, my thing was, I believe I went through there last time and then came over to the right. So, let's do it again. I hear a vehicle. Make sure I'm on full auto and ready to take the gunfight if there's one here.
The building interiors are kind of buggy though. Like I'm trying to get through the doorways and I'm just fucking stuck.
Get ready.
Ice cream truck is dead.
I need to look right first. Now I can look left. Because technically right there was where they were last time in the gunfight. Because there's my dead body. See, no one there. No one behind me. And we could say they moved. But they wouldn't have moved that much. Let's be honest. Because they'd be waiting for the return of me coming back or the teammates pushing behind me. This is going to be fun. I'm going to have to clear that. Nobody over there. Nobody's up there. They should be dead, so I can go ahead and push back.
Has either side won a match on the server yet since they updated it?
I need to know over at Nashville. It only got updated a little while ago. 4 hours, so
How to teammates?
I would be surprised if it's so small and they get finished, but
I can't zoom in, so I can't tell if that dude's dead or not. That one's definitely dead. OWS? I like the idea of that, man. I'm going to say maybe it's him that I'm hearing.
17 over at Nashville now.
I don't like people wearing blue in the middle of like a war zone, though, let's be honest, especially in a desert map.
Cook their attack helicopter.
Maybe no one's up here. Let's see if we can't get a good little look-see.
Good shot with that stinger.
Thanks.
Right there probably would have been a little better, but oh well, maybe they're not looking over here. I'm literally hoping. Did I hear it?
Alright, the frames in this map for the console peasants like myself is a little rough in the city, but other than that.
That's teammates.
I'm on PC and I'm agree with you.
God dang, dude, I think
Yeah, it's a little much, but
F me, dude. That is absolutely my team is not having fucking...
like 7 frames, man, crazy.
I'm dropping to 23 frames. It's even worse, my dude. Well, 7 frames worse, but you get the idea. I fit... Fuck being up here, dude. Climb this ladder. They are 110% not liking this building, dude. Full auto, actually. Okay, don't know if that's a Russian vehicle or a US. I'm just gonna keep my aim right there for a second. Teammate. Do we not know how to read a goddarn name tag with the dude's back turned to you? guess fucking not, dude. Holy fuck me, dude. There's not a fucking back door, dude. This is fucked. I feel like this door should go out that way towards the street, not behind the street where I'm already in the fucking gunfight, my dude. Fuck me, dude. Right here, right? Let's rotate far back, actually. They're going to try to go for that res, so actually a good idea. Just make sure that res is impossible. Swing it now. He didn't go in here, we're good. He's dead. So is this one? Did they finish you? Yeah, they did. Oh well. Let's do something. That's going to be smart. Okay, so they didn't put it in that, so it has to be maybe in your vest. Did this one not have a... Dude, they didn't carry a fucking walkie on them? Hold on. So it'd be in this. Or this, maybe? No? Jacket pocket? No? They went up the road to the left here. Oh, oh my god, dude. That hurt. Bandage up. Do one bandage and then move. Gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. Get the gun out. Oh my god. Got them both. Fuck me, dude. Got them both. Other side of this building. Please say... Okay, he's down. So is that one.
Fuck you, dumb American, fuck you! Fuck you and your dumb country! Alright, whoever the friendly was.
Hold on. I think there's 3. Search. And search. Okay, we're good.
Please, hold on, please.
Whew. Jesus Lord, the gunfights I'm in right now, man. I feel like a pro. Alright, I need to make sure I actually bandage off, though. Okay, I'm good. What in the holy crap did I have to get into, bro? And I barely had enough ammo to take both. Jesus. But they came from over here.
No, we're losing Kansas. I think they got K-17 on Kansas.
My bet is they're running out from this base, coming out this way. Come on, big boys. Come push Daddy again. Daddy misses you already. Oh. I'm limping, so this is going to be hard to keep the accuracy up 100% of the time.
Wrong channel, sorry about that.
No, that's the right channel.
No, you're not. Now pull your pants down and give it to, wait, wrong channel. There you go.
God damn, that's big. Oh, wrong channel.
Give it to me, baby.
We got enemies around this wall over here.
Clear comms, clear comms. Queer or clear? Clear. Okay.
There you go. You don't happen to have a med kit, do you? Oh, you fixed my leg. Oh shit.
Make them look that way. They're like right here in that house. Here we go. Come on, big boys.
I'm hurt. Oh shit, get down, get down.
That was my helmet. Come here. Did you say your leg is broken? Come over here and then cover the door and I'll get your legs.
Yeah, so he's definitely from the north.
Yeah, it was through this right window.
There's a K-17 at Kansas, careful. Tiger, let's link up. Hey.
So they're up here.
Never mind. Rocket motor on.
What?
Oh, thank you.
You're all. What about you? Are you good? You look good. I got my helmet.
Anka, where you at?
They have a sniper on Indiana.
Maybe start over here.
Oh, I love little kids. Please keep talking. Yeah, let's not be weird about that.
We're cheating. They're cheating 100%. Alright. That's all I needed to know. The smoke is over there and you're looking here.
I don't know if that was friendly, but
I believe there's an armored vehicle on Seattle. We can't get close enough. It's always spotting us before we can even push in any further.
Lighter colored roof. I hit him a couple times. I think he's down.
He missed.
With the blue bins and the green thing, he's to the right of the green thing.
I wonder if this map at nighttime looks any better. So, like, what side of the point is that armor on?
Acid in front.
Great talk, really appreciated it. What point?
Oh, that's friendly. Oh my god.
Point? The Seattle.
Okay, so it was friendly. Alright. Holy shit.
All the points.
That's a no jumper? Alright.
He thought he hit me, bro. This man missed every bullet and called that he hit me and that I could be down. That is a GG. That's, boys, that's why we don't use AoE chat 90% of the time. You're going to have an enemy do like I just did to you. Oh, this, and it'd be literally right outside the bit there. Something right here on the other side of this wall. Going to the right. Let's see. Oh, I'm dead. I am definitely dead. I heard the car and I was trying to see what the insignia of the car was and see if I needed to flank, but I got like RIP wrecked. They did not clear that compound like they should have. I probably should have played like it wasn't, but I'll take the fault for that one. 3,000 out of 8,000. Wonder, do we have people loading up over here? No. Nobody's going main base. All right, let's see. What's the best place I can catch a ride from that isn't directly in this town? Nowhere, because everybody's directly in this town. Okay. 5 supplies, 7,000 supplies. I like the sound of that. 3,000. And they're trying to take this. Okay. I mean, the map ain't horrible. I'll give it that. It's okay when it comes to map size, but choosing a place to go that takes resources to spawn and everything is hard to actually get in to supply it is going to be hard. Actually, let's go this way. I was going to climb up right there, but my character was like, nope, I don't know how to use my right hand to put onto the stone thing and pull myself up.
They gotta beat you on Indiana, it sounds like.
Full auto and that. Oh, we have an enemy over here. All right, Tickler, hold on. I'm coming, brother.
Somebody's on Indiana right now.
First, let's cover the sound.
Hey, Jeremy, take cover. Where's he at? Do you know?
On Indiana, by the barracks. I have no idea.
Sorry, teammate, if I ended up killing you with that grenade, but I just wanted to make sure because it sounded like he went to your body to try to finish you. Okay, you died right there, so the enemy would actually be in the bushes to my left or to my right. Let's check it. Now it should be clear enough to check. Brody, who shot you? Well, if I die, we'll see. Was it a team kill? Alright, let's go check the other bush, see if this was clear. It's the only thing I can really think to do, because it's either that or the enemy was up in those bushes, but I don't really see anybody in those. Nothing. 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 Alright. I wonder what Are you a Russian, by chance? You're in multicam. Let's see. Yep, you're Russian. I can see the Russian, this.
Russian helicopter council.
Why is it being... There we go.
Southwest into wood.
Nothing there. What in the... Like, out that direction somewhere? Hold on.
Transport and mob leaving in 1 minute.
I'll give you guys a little pro tip if you're playing this game and you're being a sniper. You can actually optimize how you're sniping by 1, pull out the shovel, 2, click R2 or right mouse button or whatever it is for you guys on the other thing. Flip it over and you're going to want this option here or the one just before it. So to be either the 3rd click or the 4th click. I'm going to go with the 3rd right here because what this is going to let me do is I'm going to set it here and then we're going to build it. Is he so far out that he's not seeing bushes? Because we just heard that, right? The like right next to me, brother. This is weird. That could be a stream sniper. Never know. But anyways, we're just going to build this up. And I'm going to show you guys a little cool trick here. Now, you would want to bring it a little bit more back behind the bush. I'm just doing this just for a quickie. Just to show you guys really quick how you guys can use this. Hey, I'm a corporal. Let's get it. But if you're sniping, you can actually use these very, very nicely. Should be the last one. Because now what we're going to do is climb up on top of this. You can use it to view through a bush, like you see me doing here. The bush will stay rendered in for the enemies. And you're able to use the height advantage to not only see over bushes, through bushes in a better way, but you can actually use this to see over walls. Guys, like the, hold on. Let's see if I can find a wall for you to show you guys this on. So, if you remember on the other map that we used to play, you would have, like, walls that look like they come up at a certain height. You can actually place those to stand on and view over the wall at the airport, by the way. It's broken. Okay, it is. Let's try and find a good little wall, and usually concrete walls are great for this, so that's what I'm going to go look for, out in this direction. Please be a concrete wall somewhere here.
Where?
Like that little white one back there. That is perfect, actually. Or this one right here. Like, actually, no. We'll do that white one. So, if there's nobody here, I'll show you. And it sounds like... Okay. Hopefully they all died, and none of them actually landed down here.
Whoever shot that unmanned typhoon, you might be slow.
Denying the enemy transport.
Alright, fuck it. Let's go through here. We can also do the other wooden one as a little example, but I kind of want to use the metal one here just to show you guys because it's actually kind of cool. So usually if you want to get a view like this, you would be stuck having to, peek around like this. I can do this. Watch. I do this, plop this, go to here. I build this version of it.
That's still Russian spirit and vodka.
And what we're going to do is just gently place it in right there. Now, let's build it. You see what I did there, right? Look how high that white little outline goes against that metal white type deal right there. It's like white on white, but it's somewhat visible. A little bit easier than what sometimes white on white can look like. But we're going to be able to see over this wall here in a second and get like a better angle to shoot over, or like optimize angles, which is really good. And now I'm going to hate showing this because now when people come look this video up, they're going to start using this against me. But you know what? Why not? Right? Give this out to everyone, show some love for everyone to use some new tactical placement. So like right here, if we do this, we can now go on top of this and we can view over the walls. Same as like you can crouch, get little head angles, and you can shoot over it. Same as like if I was shooting for that back there, I can now stand here and use the bush in the way so it obstructs the vision coming back towards me.
Cletus, get to the chopper, Cletus.
Plus, it helps you get over things like that as you just watched.
Fancy seeing you on this one instead of
So I'm half tempted to load up the other map to see if it's not full and go into the airfield and showing you guys how ridiculous that actually can be. You know what? Let's go do it to this wall over here, see if we get a good angle. What angles do we get through this? By the way, you don't have to do the big ones. You can do like the littler ones if you want. I just use these because it actually gives you a good little like bit to peek over. And we're just going to do that. This is a way that you can make areas to get over into new areas where you couldn't do it before. It's a little loud if enemies are nearby because, you know, you are using the shovel. They can hear the clink and the digging and all of that, right? But where people would expect you to be on the roof of a building, like the K-Cat dude up there is, or it's K-A-Y-A-A-R, my bad. So KR, like how he's up on that roof, inside of building windows, maybe on a rock over ledge. That's where people expect you. Maybe in a bush next to a tree. This is actually throwing that off. They're not going to expect you to be peeking over a wall normally is too high for a player to see over. So I can stand right here now and possibly see an okay a little bit here and there, and my game froze. That's GG. My game actually full froze. I can't even pause. But you guys get the idea, right? Love it, Arma. Love how this game is not like balanced enough for me to be able to not run into these style of issues, because yeah, I'm clapping. Okay. But anyways, you guys can view, like, get angles to go over things, which is really, really cool. So if you guys don't use these tactics, maybe pick them up in the handbook and you might gain a little bit more kills because you're able to look over something where they might be looking at the hole in the wall to now you're over the wall aiming and shooting at them. And they're like, how the fuck did this dude get an angle? Till they die and they look up and see like you're literally standing above them somehow, and then they finally go around. But being able to use the shovel tools like this is actually really, really good. And it's not as expected. A lot of people don't do it. So being able to get up into areas that, you know, normally you would have to go around, you can vault certain things at certain heights after you can reach the top of them. So not only are you making a new way to be able to get past something, but now you can view over it and see where enemies are going to be. For instance, like if somebody was on this rooftop, they're probably looking down to my left where the door is, or they're looking down to the right where the other door is. They're not looking right over the wall where I can just crease over this like this and would have shot somebody. Maybe the window there wouldn't have seen me, you know, peeking from this because they're expecting the wall to my left or to the right where the doorways, the funnels are. So they're going to look at that. They're not going to look at where I just built with a shovel and walked over to view over a wall. So I have an extra chance for more reaction to shoot into those windows if need be. So the shovels can actually be very good tactical gear. Okay, very, very good. Guys, we kind of, froze. I'm having to close the app since I'm not using a capture card connected to a PC. It is going to unfortunately end the stream. So I'll see you guys back with the stream in just a second. Hey, at least it took nearly 3 hours for it to bullshit us this time with a frozen screen or some poorly optimized gaming shit. But I'll see you guys in a bit.